welcome to the vlog. I'm starting it on a Tuesday, and I'm starting it differently. I thought instead of giving the same old visual, why not go ahead and film it while I'm in the car? I'm driving with my penis and no hands. Obviously, Daddy John's driving. Woohoo! I just went.
Oh, look at this.
Ho! What the? All right. Well, we've had it really good traffic-wise today, doing all our stuff. I have never seen it this bad. Well, obviously, too, we're at a weird time because we got out early. Maybe we failed getting out early. I don't understand why there's only one fucking way in and out of this place. Anyways, welcome to the vlog. There's time code chapter skips in the bottom. You can skip around, go where you need to, watch what you want to watch, don't watch what you don't want to watch, or jump back and forth and all that. So I want to start there. Give you a little indicator what all we got going on today. It is grilled cheese tournament of toasty day. So I'm actually heading home to make those. I gotta get my license renewed on Wednesday, which is why I'm trying to get everything done on a Tuesday. And we just went Kroger shopping. We're grocery shopping at the Kroger Beaumont. Didn't need a lot, still got a lot of food from the cookout and everything. We'll talk about the tournament of toasties in a minute. We got a bunch of movie reviews today. Eric's watched a lot of movies. I went to the movie theater for myself yesterday and watched 3 movies, plus other things. So we'll review those. Some video game talk as usual. We have like maybe a brief wedding chat and a whole bunch of other stuff to catch you up on. So, well, what was all that traffic? Because
I don't know.
this is actually way emptier than it normally is. So I don't know what that was. It's probably just one idiot that didn't know what they were doing. It only takes one. Wow, we're even already through this light. Okay, so our traffic luck is good. Anyways, we're gonna do that. I might film some more on Wednesday, or we might just get this whole thing done today. So I just wanted to give the introduction while I had a different background to show you. And I don't know that there's anything else to tell you. We picked up The Northman today on 4K, so I'll hopefully watch that. Yeah, you're the beautiful back. Hey, you know what? What you smoking?
Punch Signature.
Punch Signature.
Yeah.
Is it good? Woohoo! All right. Yeah. I know that used to be part of the old vlogs, and I know some of my hardcore old school regulars will be excited about that. So yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna fry up the pans. The grilled cheese today are pretty simple. We don't have a lot to do. I gotta cut a little bit of Brie. That's pretty much. I gotta go home and cut the cheese. I gotta make sure Mary smells it. And then we're gonna have a very difficult one today. It is the dessert sandwiches. So, anyways, I'll go home, get set up, and do all that, and I'll see you all for me in a few minutes, and y'all in a split second. Okay, I was slightly wrong. There is one thing we have to do other than cut cheese, and that's because I gotta make bacon, because we usually have bacon, but I was out of bacon, and I totally forgot that was on my agenda. So I have it prepped, the oven is preheating. I'll show you what we do here. I'll show you how it comes out. Poop, I'm hungry, but now I gotta wait an extra like 20, 25 minutes. Damn it. All right, well, let me show you how we do it. All right, so we have some private selections, intercut double smoke, tin foil on a pan. I got some really wonky pieces out of there too. It's kind of fatty. It's not the best choice, but it should be pretty good. Oven preheating to 375. This is the second best, but best overall, in my opinion, way of making bacon. Obviously, pan fried is going to be the best, hands down, or like on a flat top or something. But it's so messy. It takes a little bit longer if you're doing it in a pan because you can only fit so much. Here, I can do an entire pack in one go. I can fold up the foil and throw it away when we're done. Splatters in the oven. Doesn't get all over this thing, so it's ready to go in the oven. About 20, 25 minutes. We'll check it and see. I gotta put it in the oven now, so I'm gonna do that. And there goes the 20-minute timer. I'm sure we need a little longer. Ooh, that is pretty close. Echo, set a 3-minute timer. Echo, set timer, 3 minutes. Thank you. Yeah. All right, the 3-minute timer is going off now.
Echo, stop.
Yeah, that's gonna shrink a little bit more. I think we're gonna go with that. Because we want this to be kind of a juicier bacon. I do wish I had found a little bit better bacon than that, but it is what it is.
Echo.
That's the other 3-minute timer.
Stop.
Behind hot pan. And doors open. Echo, dismiss timer. There, you got it manually. And there you has it. Some juicy bacon.
Here is your quote for June 7th from Warren Buffett.
Echo, go home. You're drunk. sizzly, juicy deliciousness. All right, let me get this off on the plate, little drain, and we will get to vlogging. And here we are yet again with some more of this Food Network magazine. It's coming very handy with the 50, it's about like a bunch of soups, but there's 50 gourmet grilled cheese in the back. And of course, we've been bracketing down from our favorite 32. We're in the Elite 8. This is round 3 of the Elite 8, and today we are pitting. This is gonna be a tough one, although I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna win, because there's a cheater element involved here. Today we're gonna pit the number 32. Oh, you can find this online. I have a link also for this article in the description below. Look up Food Network 50 grilled cheese. It's pretty much exactly the same, except 1 or 2 sandwiches are slightly different. The numbering might be slightly different, but if you wanna check out a bunch of these, you can. So number 32, the Bacon Cheddar Waffle versus the number 48, the Brie Marmalade. Marmalade? Creole Lady Marmalade? I've never figured this out. I'm gonna say Marmalade. So, the Bacon Cheddar Waffle. Sandwich 1 slice of cheddar, 2 slices of crisp bacon, another slice of cheddar between 2 waffles, cooked flipping once with butter, and then you dip it in maple syrup. That's the cheater element. Versus the Brie Marmalade, we're gonna spread orange marmalade on 2 thick slices of cinnamon raisin bread, sandwich with 2 slices of Brie cheese, remove the rind, cook flipping once until golden, in butter, of course. Now, Mary doesn't like raisins, so, although we do like this sandwich. So we're gonna see where this is gonna go. Now let me look at the original notes for these, as we like to do here, as we're running through. Because again, if you weren't on the pay side of things, you didn't see the first round, which is this one. So let's see what we originally did. I think they came a little late. Yep, not even on the front page there. And yep. All right, so we originally did on September 22nd, 24th. By the way, today it is 6:21 p.m. on June 7th, 2022. I'm sorry I forgot to mention that earlier. It's about like 5:15 when I first started the vlog. So anyways, on September 22nd, 2021, Jesus, we had the number 32 Bacon Cheddar Waffle versus the 33 Egg in a Hole. Oh, that was delicious. Closest vote ever by that point, and if Waffle loses in next round, try again. Try against egg, and pair against winner of dessert round. Oh, those are 2 different things. But yeah, this was like winner by a hair. Jack's trying to get a bug that's up the window. If you hear clumpiness in the background, clump and thumps, like that. All right, and then we had on November 17th, 2021, we had the 48 Brie Marmalade versus the 50 Nutella and Banana, which was also really tasty. And the winner was the Brie Marmalade. Next time, only put marmalade on one side. I'm glad I read that. I'll try to remember. So then those came down to the Sweet 16. And let's see when and where we put those against what. All right, so on February 9th of 2022, we had the 17, the Bagel, which is delicious. I've made that again for myself. A bagel grilled cheese versus the 32, the Bacon Cheddar Waffle. And this was close, but Eric thinks the maple syrup is an unfair advantage. Yes, I do. I still do. So we're moving on, and then we did the round 7 was April 13th, 2022, the Hawaiian number 38 versus the number 48 Brie Marmalade. These were very similar. Brie Marmalade won. It was very close. If we make the Hawaiian again, need to heat the ham up first. Also, Hawaiian bread is prone to burning easily, so that doesn't relate here. But yeah, we've also made that Hawaiian again just for ourselves. So even though sometimes some of these sandwiches lose, they're still winners that we still like making. Like, I still love the idea that you actually put a bagel in a pan with like stuff on it and press down and grill it and all that. So pretty good time. Okay, our bacon turned out okay. It is a little fattier than I wanted, maybe not quite as crisp as I wanted, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and show you what we're working with. I'm not into making my own waffles. I will be someday. So I just thawed a few Eggos. I made extra, thawed, just took them out of the freezer and let them sit out for a couple hours. I have extras in case we screw it up. And then we don't have thick cinnamon raisin bread. We have this Pepperidge Farm cinnamon raisin bread. That's what I could find at the time. Smucker's Sweet Orange Marmalade. For our maple syrup, we want to keep it consistent, so we're going back to our 100% pure grade A amber color. Private selection. I have the Brie we used on whatever last sandwich we used for Brie. It's still good. There should be just enough here. And we have our deli cheddar, and I already showed you the bacon. So now let's bring this down. And the only other prep element we need to do is cut us up some Brie. And if you're new here, this is the best trick for cutting Brie. and soft cheeses in general, if you're trying to get something a little specific, is a pizza cutter. It's just, who knew, right? But you get some real precision, relative precision, with what you're doing. So, since it's supposed to have 2 slices, we're gonna cut these a little bit thick. Gives us a little more to work with. Did I not go all the way down? Kind of missed it a little bit. That's not bad. Let's try if we can get this one a little bit thicker. And I'm thinning out as I get near the edge. That's part of my problem. Hey, Mary.
Hey.
Welcome to the vlog. I'm cutting a little extra off so we can kind of do it like that.
Okay.
I'm talking to the vlog.
Are we?
She's in. Let's just get an extra one just to be safe here. Something to work with. And again, with Brie, you can eat the rind. It's quite delicious, but you don't want it on a melty sandwich. Oh, that's good. That's good, Brie. Oh, now I wish I had some warm crostini or something. I'm just gonna set that to the side. That'll be a bit of a snack later. Much like Mary. Don't know why I'm laughing, that's not a joke. And again, that stuff's edible, I'm not wasting it. Not gonna eat it all at once either. Eric's day out brought with it some heavy calories. That is, of course, me referring to, going to the movies yesterday all day. But I'll tell you more about that after all the cooking and such. I'm being just kind of sloppy and liberal with my cuts here, because we're just gonna kind of build a nice thick brie bed on the sandwich. I'll be excited when the oven finally cools down so I can stop hearing it in the background. The oven hears me, is all mad at me now. It's like, I thought you liked my beautiful voice, because it usually means you're getting bacon. I'm like, oh, that's right. Or other delicious things that I love. What we'll probably do is go ahead and build this on the cinnamon bread, since we're only gonna marmalade one side. And that way I can know if I need to cut more of this before we get into the other side of things, which is really nothing crazy. Okay. Hey, you, get in my mouth. Get in my belly. All right, see, okay, here's a moment of truth. I didn't actually open this bread to see if it's still good, but from examining it up close, I mean, it really looks like it is, so. Didn't know that was the open end. Okay, hang on. I'm having a bit of a technical issue here. All right, so we get a couple of nice pieces from the center loaf here, so they'll be the biggest pieces we can get our hands on. I'm gonna try to put this back together. I definitely should have enough brie to make a nice thick cheesy bed on this one. There we go. And it does look like the bread is still fine. It's still very, very soft. I was just more worried about did it mold and I didn't notice. Did I think a mold was a raisin? We seem to be okay in that regard. All right, so let's actually just kind of feel this out here. Like, that's pretty good and thick, Yeah, I think we did it about right here. That's a pretty good brie level right there. Oh, hello. Hello, Mary. Hello, shirtless Mary. Opening things to cool off and giving a certain viewer a thrill. I do mean me. Mary, they can see me pop a boner from this angle.
Not my fault you're having self-control.
Woman, have you seen yourself naked? Self-control my ass. My ass! You want a little brie? This is leftover. Oh. I don't know if you wanted the whole thing there, right? Okay. So, put some orange marmalade on here and we're good. And again, if you've never seen me talk about this, what I learned, and you can obviously always feel free to correct me about things if I'm wrong, but the difference between jam, marmalade, and preserves is the chunkiness of the fruit involved. Otherwise, it's pretty much just fruit and sugar. And you want a thick enough layer to taste this, but you don't want to like be too dang thick and it's all you taste. Like that's about right. We want to get a little more in the corner there. Mm-hmm. Yep, and that should be good. I'm just gonna put that sandwich together. Do wish it was a little bit bigger, but it is what it is. All right, let's build us an Eggo waffle sandwich. Let me just confirm how this works. It's cheddar, it's 2 slices of bacon, cheddar. Okay, and I'm confirming I did the other one correctly. I did. Although that's probably more like 3 slices of Brie. That's a thick boy, but it is what it is. All right, let me look at my bacon and find the best pieces for this. I don't know. Mary's not a huge fan of fatty. I'm not a huge fan of fatty either, but so what's she doing with me? Fatty bacon, but I can handle it and enjoy it more than her. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab these 2 cheddar slices while I'm in here. Boom and boom. And let's bring this over so you can see my selection as it happens. I don't know, I feel like I want to go to the layer under it. Like, it's a little fatty, but that's kind of a really nice piece of bacon. What do I got over here? Maybe this one? Oh, geez, I just... Good job, Eric. Thank you. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit of this and fill it in with some of the little bit of crispier bits here. Just to kind of take the edge off some of the fatty parts. And, you know, nothing wrong with a little extra bacon, so. I mean, as long as unless your doctor says so. I don't know. Whoops, that fell in my mouth. Yeah, I did say crispy bacon. I should have cooked this longer, but oh well. Oh, as Mary said off camera, we're just gonna think of this as like a handicap. We're handicapping the, kind of make up for the, the maple syrup cheat by handicapping it with slightly, you know, different bacon. Cheddar, waffle top. Boom. So our sandwiches are built. Let's get these pans warming up slightly. All right, we're gonna give that a second so I don't burn off. Oh, what the? Okay, hold on. What the fuck? Okay, anyways, we got that. We got that. All right. You don't want to overheat. You don't want to over preheat your pans though. And both of these are going to grill up. They're gonna cook a lot faster than standard because the sugar in here and these are just kind of thin. So we're definitely gonna wanna keep our eyes on them. And we're definitely gonna go very low and slow if we can. All right. Just trying to, dang it, Bobby. Separate them out. I usually throw about a tablespoon of butter in each pan, approximately. Okay. Get it off with warm water. Almost got it. All right, I'm gonna do a quick little cleanup here, which is pretty much just Putting this back away. I don't need this, so let's get that put away. All right. Man, this oven just like keeps going. All right, pans are good. I'm gonna go ahead and take that heat down on both of them. And I'm gonna get the top of the shorty here. Because I wanna help that brie melt. Cheddar, I'm not worried about, it'll melt quickly. And we are good to go. Let me move the camera so they can see what we're doing. Oh, and I should actually before we put them in the pan, let me go ahead and prep the plates since these will go fast. Fast and furious.
Hi, Putty.
Hello. I'm a putty too. All right.
I feel like Putty in my hands.
Okay, I'll take it. Putty in her hands, I'll take it. All right, let's get the butter going. Since I'm on such low heat, it's gonna take a second longer for the butter to melt up. It's already smelling good in here. So take off all your clothes. He caught me behind my legs a little earlier. I didn't hear him sneak up on me. Mm-hmm. Stealthy ninja boy. Well, come on. That one's ready to go, but I'd like this one to be a little more ready to go. Pick that heat up just a touch. And screw it.
Brie one?
Yeah. Hand down on that.
Yeah, Brie's tricky, especially as thick as you make it. It's like, and you've got sugar bread there.
I've already brought all that up and mentioned that it should all go faster. Must go faster. And again, just trying to make sure my sandwiches are kind of lined up on the thing.
Jack, are you
Bring the
helping?
heat up a little bit on the Eggo one.
You can help finish it, Jack?
Are you a patty whack? Are you gonna give a dog a bone?
And just getting out a little cup for some syrup. We'll go ahead and put some maple syrup in here. Use one of my wider dipping cups so you can get your sandwich in there a little easier. Oh, that comes out. Thought that might be a little bit.
Did you just take it out of the fridge?
No, I had it out for a few minutes. That's what I figured I'd get it out so it could do its thing. We'll just sit that over where we're gonna eat. All right, and now we wait. Yeah, I can see that bottom cheddar's already wilting slightly, so we should be okay here. Give this a little bit of a pressy downy, smushy smush. A little more over here. Still see some nice bubbling. Looking at those edges for a little bit of browning. Watching this puppy over here. Almost worried my heat's a little too low, but again, I don't want to. Well, let's go up.
Yeah. It burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, we want to have beautiful grilled cheesers for this one. Hello, Jack. Are you joining us for grilled cheese? He's like, I can? No.
Damn it, y'all suck.
These might hurt the baby.
Yeah. The bacon no good for baby. Yeah, I might actually bring the heat up on this one just a little bit. I'm watching these with great anticipation. And I made a little water. Hey, by the way, that project I was working on, it's out. I can talk about it. It's the Ship to Show Phonoco commercial. Actually, I don't know if I'll get an answer in time, but I'm gonna ask if I can throw that in the vlog.
No, why don't you do that now?
I'm gonna, well, because right now I want to focus on this. I don't want to get caught up in that. I gotta ask him about some other things I want to do too, so. But yeah, we made a commercial for Ship to Show, our phono company. People that put out a whole bunch of video game soundtracks, horror movie soundtracks, all the Joe Bob stuff. Amazing people, and the commercial is really fun. All right, I got a feeling it's time to check the waffle. Feels a little soft on the bottom. No, it can still go. I can certainly bring that heat up a little too.
Chicky check. What you doing?
And this one I'm mostly checking because I want to make sure I don't accidentally burn it since it is more of a sweet bread. Oh God, that's doing nothing. And bring that heat up for sure. Okay, I was being oversensitive about my heat, so. No, thank you, I was coming back to that. Yeah, when I press down on it, I can see it kind of bubble out. Oh, you know what though? No, you know what? I'm probably not gonna put the commercial in this video because I use their song by John Brennan, and it might auto claim, and I don't want them necessarily claiming the entire vlog. So I will put that out when I can. Maybe it's its own video if they're cool with that. But you know, I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Instagram. It's one of the sponsored posts. I haven't seen it come to Twitter or anything like that yet. Okay, now I'm getting some nice butter bubble over there. This can use another second, but I think that's getting close. And I do see the cheese getting melty. Cheese over here is getting gooey, at least on the outside, some of it. So I think we're in better shape now. Okay. Give this puppy another look. Okay, just a few more seconds on that. All right. And I know part of that was really nice and golden. Okay, hey Mary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use you as a butter lady. You be my butter babe.
Alright.
Okay, thank you. Are you enjoying watching how there's like a split-second delay on from the Bluetooth thing?
Yeah.
And again, sometimes people come in and ask. It is a DJI Pocket, Osmo Pocket. We use to film this section, and I'm using the Bluetooth adapter to my iPhone.
Newt!
I know, melt damn you. Before the other sandwich burns. There it goes, and good enough. Oh yeah, look at that.
That is pretty.
Okay, this side will not take as long because we do have the temp up. All right, I got a feeling we'll be ready for some butter on this puppy. Let me check it. Beautiful. Butter me, babe.
Ah! That looked like the wrapper. Careful, buddy.
It's okay. I was just trying to get this on here so it didn't wilt on me. That nice sugary brown and butter. Hush your mouth, Willie Wingsuit.
Played it so much.
I know.
Know.
But anyways, I'm very excited about it. It's like a minute-long little mini short film commercial thing Mary and I have made, and it's pretty funny and cute. Oh, look at that. Look at this gorgeous thing right there. Give that a little pressy downy. And just to make sure we get it even more melty, even though I think we're fine. Put the lid back on that puppy. You want to go ahead and move that chair so when we get ready here in a second, Jack won't do that thing he does.
Jack, can you jump to here?
I'm actually gonna swap this plate for the purple one. Yeah, that's a smooth move.
I think you, Jack. Do I need to move this chair too?
Anything, yeah, because he may jump up. You know how he is. He's adorable, but he will get food aggro on us.
Good job. He's like, woo! That's new. I did it. She's like, oh, this looks new.
Oh, I'm getting excited.
You jumping up? She's like, I'm gonna jump up through the hole. Yes, you are talented, baby girl.
She's very skilled. Do. Oh god, now you got it in my head. Crap. Crap baskets. Damn you, John Brennan, and your catchy songs.
There's a mini game on my game where basically it's killing a bunch of your cat's killing a bunch of rats before they get to your pastries.
No.
And it gets really intense, and I'm sitting here going like, die, motherfucker, die.
Oh, you're doing my favorite John Brennan song. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker. I think this one's ready. Where I had to heat up a little bit. Probably could have toasted this a second more, but no, that's got a nice toast to it.
Okay.
I mean, you can't really compare. Let's check this puppy. Well, that one's good to go, because I had the heat a little higher. Whoo, baby. All right, let me get the heats off, flame off, and pan over a little bit so you can see while I do the choppy and happy.
Hi, yeah.
Look at those, look at those. Those are the downsides, you know, the ones we just grilled, so technically fried. All right. And we're gonna just go right in the middle. A little rocking back and forth, make sure it's separated, nice. Clean paper towel. Wipe the knife a little bit just to keep some cheese transfer from happening. And we go corner on this one. Ah, crap. I hate when that happens, but it's fine. It's fine, everything's fine. We're fine here. All right, so let's get you the beauty footage. All right, close-ups. That's what I was looking for. That's why I kind of set them like that. And then, oh yeah. Oh, these look beautiful. Ooey, gooey, tasty, chewy. Mmm.
Is that your charity bee?
Oh, baby. All right, let me get the photo. We'll eat. All right, where are we starting?
Let's start with this because
The Brie
maple
Marmalade?
syrup is probably going to.
Yeah, and we want to get this nice and cheese pulley for thumbnails. Look at this. Mmm. Make sure I don't drip it on my other one. Mmm. Oh, fuck, that's good. Mmm. That cinnamon raisin and the orange and the subtleness of the brie. Mmm. Hot damn, that's good. Hell, it's already gone now, almost. Mmm. Oh, man. Yeah, that is just an awesome fucking sandwich. I forgot how good that is. Mmm. All right, I'm taking a bite without the maple syrup first, but
Yeah,
look at
that's what I was
that.
thinking.
Look at that beautiful thing.
Let's see.
No cheese pull. Honestly, just like that, it's pretty good. Except I think I would go American over cheddar. If you're just having it like this.
It's sweet, but it has a bit of savory to it.
Dunkers. Oh, right here. Just hold the face so I can catch a drip. Sweet. Do mine. Ooh, face, Mary. Wow.
That is pretty good.
This is a, I don't know about you,
This
but
is very tough.
this is a close fucking round. They both have a similar sweetness level, just a slightly different sweetness. Yeah, I gotta go back to the other one. Oh, fuck. I knew this would be close, but kind of thought it would be an easier call. I'm not sure how easy a call this actually is. This almost feels like a slightly less sugary sweetness. Like it's just as sweet, but the other one's almost slightly synthetically sweet. Yeah. Oh, wow. Even she is, okay. Now I'm out of Brie Marmalade. That Brie Marmalade is... Ah. Well, I have a thought about it.
Okay.
This is very good. But if we're really looking to get nitpicky to figure out what can win here, the Brie Marmalade feels like a sweet grilled cheese. It feels like it's created something. This pretty much still tastes like a waffle and syrup. Like this has less cheesy, like you don't really get that much of the cheesy bacon flavor compared to over here, that orange and the Brie really pair nicely. I mean, I could still be swung back to the Eggo Waffle, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Brie and raisin bread and marmalade. But I'm happy to hear your thoughts. You may convince me otherwise.
So I just took a couple of bites without the syrup.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, this is a pretty solid breakfast sandwich.
Like you throw an egg on there, sure.
Yeah, as I thought Friday didn't.
Yeah. I want to do that as an egg in a hole was my original plan. But egg in a basket or what, you know what I mean. They're both excellent though.
They are.
Now keep in mind, even if the waffle loses, you can still have the waffle sandwiches. But which, oh man, which should be advanced? This will go up against the Diner Classic, I believe, whoever wins this round. If that helps. I don't know if that should be a factor, but this is so close, I'm looking for anything we can use to...
God, this is like the Sophie's choice of.
Well, again, I think though, since you are supposed to dip that in maple, I do think the Brie feels more like a grilled cheese, because you definitely get the cheesiness. Whereas once you get to the waffle one, you kind of lose the cheesiness. So if you do it as it's proposed...
Well, if the cheese is the primary factor.
Because it is a grilled
I
cheese
can't-
off.
Yeah, the thing is, I can't really taste the Brie over the marmalade and the cinnamon raisin.
But you can tell there's a cheese element there. If nothing else, texturally.
Maybe.
Do you just really want the waffle to go through?
Well, no, see,
Okay, I'm making sure you're still...
Tore.
That's what I
tore.
That's what I thought. I was just trying to make sure that was still the case. I gotta wipe my nose.
I kind of, because like I said, I really like the Brie and marmalade and all that, but because trying some of the pieces without the maple, it's like it does actually give it a certain amount of versatility because you don't have to dip it in the maple.
True. But I don't know. For some reason, the cheddar wasn't rocking for me this time.
Anyways, they're both so sweet, I couldn't go for another one. right now. This should be too much.
Yeah, it is a lot of sugar.
Is pineapple one good?
No, that was the Hawaiian. The orange marmalade beat it.
That's right. I just had to make me so many of those after the fact because we still had these ingredients.
I told him that.
Good.
I know. I told him that was one that even though it lost, we still make. There was a few, like the bagel one I've made for myself a couple of times after it lost.
Oh god. So you're thinking Brie?
I'm kind of leaning towards the Brie, but I mean it's so close. With the right justification, I could sway the other way. Because the other one is easier to make if you have bacon ready. Not that either of those are that difficult.
You know, I'm gonna give it to the Brie.
Okay, and we can put that in the notes that it was it was a Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
Sophie's choice Impossible Hard. Well, there you go, a shocker in the Elite 8. An upset, very much an upset. A 16 seed just beat a 2 seed. A 15 beat a 2. Let's keep it more accurate. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised. And I mean, I'm not like, I really like the Eggo one. It is really good. This was very difficult. Like I said, I think because I use so much cheese in that one, I get more of a grilled cheese vibe than I do from the other thing. And yeah.
You mod that recipe to put a fried egg in there?
Oh yeah, well no, here's what I would do. I would probably switch it to American cheese, bacon, waffles. I'd probably make thick waffles, like make actual waffles instead of Eggos. And then just like...
waffle iron.
Well yeah, I'm gonna get one eventually. I'm gonna have everything eventually. And then like you would an egg in a basket, although I'm gonna do it through the whole sandwich. Here's my dream idea. Thick waffle, slice of American, bunch of bacon, Jack, get off there's a bug, but Jack, get off the table. Jack! Thank you, buddy. So I'll just tell y'all then. Thick waffle, slice of American cheese, bunch of bacon, slice of American cheese, thick waffle, biscuit cutter or whatever, cut a hole through the whole thing. Crack an egg, separate the white and the yellow. Put the sandwich pan down, put about half of the white in the bottom, let that firm for a second or two. Then, once it's a little bit firm, then put the yolk in, and then you can put the rest of the white on top. So you're trying to get the yolk in the center. And
okay.
This is my dream version. And then of course you flip it once it's set a little bit. And yeah.
How big's the hole?
However big you want it. Usually they're 2 inches.
I feel like you're just losing a lot of perfectly good sandwich doing the egg like that.
Well, you could also do a fried egg under there too, but I just kind of like the idea of hybriding the egg in a basket waffle sandwich. But anyways, Brie Marmalade for the win. And it's only 7 o'clock, so woohoo! Wine time. All right, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen. I know what y'all want. You wanna see how I do the dishes. Dun, 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 dun. Not bad. Dun, dun, dun. Not bad, I got a little room. I don't need to wash my coffee pot, it's already clean. I've been doing instant cups the last few days because I'm having to get out of the house early. And I'm not running it yet because we have cocktails still to make maybe. And that, so. Who's talking to you? Bacon's put away. Everything is done. I'm gonna have some wine. Hey, welcome to what, Wednesday now? Yeah, it's 4:57 p.m. Quick update about what's going on, then we'll get to some movie reviews here in a second. So I need to get my driver's license renewed. I tried to go today. I got up early, got ready in a hurry, was stressing. Got there with an hour and a half before they closed, and they were already full of walk-ins. Like, crap. Might have to wake up even earlier and screw up my Joe Bob day and try to go Friday, because I could renew online, but I need to change my address, which requires sending in mail. And honestly, I'd like to update to one of those real IDs, so I have to go in for, and change to 8 years instead of 4. So I might bite the bullet and do it Friday. If I wait till Monday, I can go a little later, but I don't know. I'm trying to decide. So anyways, I've gotten a lot of work done, was what I was gonna get at. I've actually done a bunch of trailer reactions, so I'm sitting here rendering them. But let's talk about that. So why not? Since we know what trailers are coming out, by the time this comes out, I probably already put out the Black Adam trailer. But then you're going to get 4 trailers after this before we get to next week's vlog, at least. I mean, I don't know if I'll do any more than that. Just so in case you're wondering, I don't know what order I'm going to put them out in or what, but we have done I did the reaction to the Munsters teaser. I did the reaction to, I'm starting the next render, excuse me, to the Prey trailer, or trailer for Prey, which, yeah. And then I finally got to a couple of requests. So we did Don't Worry Darling, and we did 3,000 Years of Longing. Now obviously I'm not going to tell you much about what I thought here, because that's the point of watching the trailer reactions. But I thought, hey, you know what, why don't I tell y'all what to be looking out for this week. So there you go, those are the upcoming trailer reactions. But the other thing we can talk about is, let's talk about Eric's Treat Yourself Day. Let's talk about what I did on Monday and why. So obviously, we had Top Gun tickets, perfect seats pretty much, IMAX, that opening Thursday night screening, the whole deal. But then Azur did that Italian dinner, and it's like, nope, I ain't missing that Italian dinner. Maybe for Star Wars, but that would be about it. So we had to cancel that, and we figured we'd get back and go see it. So I was thinking about that earlier this week, I guess Sunday. I was thinking about that, and I realized, oh, Jurassic World, we're going to that Thursday. Jurassic World is what they should call it. But I realized, oh, that's going to the IMAX, so that means Top Gun ain't going to be in IMAX anymore, and I really want to see that in IMAX. And so I went to look, and still, even like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all those days, like the 7 o'clock where Mary and I would go, completely just booked out. Like any kind of good seat booked. It's like, oh my gosh, the only way I was going to be able to see it in IMAX is if we went at like noon or 10 p.m. Either one of those didn't work for Mary, and she wasn't terribly excited about seeing it anyways. So that's when I was like, I guess, I wanted to go see Crimes of the Future, the new David Cronenberg movie this week too. And I thought, well, I mean, I guess I could do like the 10:20, and I could go see Crimes of the Future before and all that. I'm rendering another trailer, pardon me. And then I was like, I mean, if I'm going to do that, well, and then it was on Monday, and I was telling myself, it's like, I could do some trailers on Monday and blah, blah. It's like, I'm trying to break the habit of feeling like I have to do YouTube stuff all the time. So I was almost afraid that if I stayed home, I would end up doing YouTube work, and I really wanted to force myself into just having a day of not doing any work. So I was like, and Mary's like, that'd be a good excuse. You just go to the theater all day, because I was like, well, and then I could go see Bob's Burgers at 4:20. I get out of that plenty of time to have an hour or so, go do a little dinner, a little shopping. I planned to go Joella's Hot Chicken, which I haven't tried, but then I ended up wanting to go somewhere else. So let me just run you through my day. So that's what we decided. I got all those tickets. I could have canceled them. Almost did, because I was feeling lazy on Monday. I was like, I could stay home, watch a lot more movies, and get work done. But it's like, nope, take your damn day. And I'm glad I did. I had a really good time. So I went down to my Regal. I got there at 4:20. I got to have me a large popcorn, super buttery, because usually Mary's like, no butter because we want to save the calories. I had a giant Mountain Dew, which Mary doesn't like. I miss Coke over there, but it is what it is. So that was a kind of nice treat, and I thought I'd be the only one in the theater, but there was a family with a couple of kids, walked in front of me, bought tickets to Bob's Burgers, and sat behind me. They were actually really cool, though. Not really a distraction or bothered at all. So I got to sit there. Oh, and then when I bought my popcorn, I had a coupon to turn my large popcorn to $2. So, and then I had like $5 in gift cards left. So I got a large popcorn and drink for $5. So that was a good start. Then I went and watched Bob's Burgers movie. So we'll talk about that in the review section. So I get out of that. Oh crap! Okay, hold on. I have to do a tiny bit of edit here. Apparently, I didn't quite. I started a trailer a little fudge. Hold on. What am I? Crap baskets. Hold on. I gotta set you down. Hang on. Bear with me, everybody. I just have to. This just takes a second. Ripple delete. Pull all that out. Let me just see a second here. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I realized when it started auto-playing that I didn't quite clip the beginning of that trailer reaction off. All right, so after Bob's Burgers, got out. I got 2 more to render here, and then we got to get them exported. Got out of Bob's Burgers. It was a good time. So I decided I was going to go to this pizza place around the corner, Big City Pizza. They have great pizza, and I wasn't really going to get pizza. I was trying to be somewhat reasonable. I thought, I'm going to get their cheesesteak. That sounds kind of good. Let me go get one of those. So, I still wear my mask because I'm just extra cautious. Doesn't hurt. I don't have to wear it all the time, so it doesn't bother me when I do wear one for brief moments. Plus, it's a Guy Fieri mask, and I really like it. Plus, that way people don't have to see what I'm doing with my mouth if I don't want them to. Anyways, so I go up, nice kid, and I say, yeah, can I get a cheesesteak and, and a water? And, rings it up and do all that and tip and blah, blah, blah. And I go sit, and then a little while later, the lady brings me out a platter, looks like a pizza, and it's their cheese sticks. And I was about to be like, wait, I didn't order this, and it occurred to me, oh, muffled mask. I should have said the South of Wrigley cheesesteak, but I said cheesesteak. He heard cheese sticks. Honest mistake. They offered to still make me the cheesesteak, but I was like, you know, no, it's an honest mistake. I get it, and this looks pretty good. I'll just eat this, and I don't have a lot of time. And they were really cool about it, but yeah, those cheese sticks were pretty good, and they came in handy later. So that was one of the only kerfluffles, but still, it'd be less calories than a pizza I would have ordered. So, and then I did a little bit of shopping, a little bit of browsing in Target and stuff like that. And I got back to my movie, and then, of course, one of my favorite bartenders was working there as we were going into Crimes of the Future, and, you know, it might have hooked me up a tiny bit within reason. So that was kind of neat getting that drink. And then I watched Crimes of the Future. A larger audience in there than I anticipated, but again, cool audience. Nobody was annoying. Nobody was loud. I was worried, too, because we had one of those people sitting a few seats down from me that was one of those, like, he puts Mary's popcorn crunching to shame. And I was like, oh, my God. So that was fine. And again, I'll tell you what I thought about that movie. I'm rendering the last trailer here in a minute. And so I got out of that, and I had maybe 20 minutes or whatever, you know, enough time to get ready for Top Gun. So I'm talking to my buddy, one of the managers over there, and getting my second drink, and he actually just buys my drink for me. So I was like, damn, because he felt bad. There was one time we came in, and he didn't have anybody to run the bar, and he couldn't do it, and I didn't get a drink that day. But timing was good, because I'd already had 2 margaritas, which I don't normally do. But I said it was unnecessary, but it was really, really sweet of him, and I thought, well, that's really cool. And then I got to see Top Gun in IMAX, which, again, we'll talk about. I will say the audience was pretty good. There was one person that was a little bit annoying, like twice. You know, sometimes people take their big buckets and bags of popcorn and they shake it to get the small kernels to the bottom. And, I mean, it's kind of annoying, but if some people are cool about it, if you time it, like, to do it in a loud part of the movie, nobody's going to hear it, you're fine. But, man, there was this one person that sat, like, up in a front row, and they weren't just shaking it. They were banging it on the floor. And I'm like, who raised you? But other than that, it was still a very large crowd, even for the 10:20 p.m. And yeah, we'll talk about that movie. And then I got home. I got to say goodnight to the kitties. Mary was just feeding them. I got to say goodnight to Mary, and that was the day. So Eric's day out, smashing success. I should do that more often. It was really cool, just watching a bunch of movies and going to the theater all damn day. All right, let's talk about those movies. So first, we've actually got 6 movie reviews we're going to do here, because there's 3 things I watched before the theater. So let's do them in the order I watched them. So first thing I'm going to talk about is a new movie that hit theaters in VOD this past weekend or whatever. It's a found footage horror film, Dashcam. This is from the guy that made Host. That was like the Zoom meeting, pretty awesome screen capture found footage kind of film. And this is, I guess, the second film outing. And listen, a lot of people are going to have problems with it. A lot of people are going to be very turned off by the character. I kind of was initially until I went with it. But I really enjoyed it. Now, granted, it is kind of a social media influencer. It's supposed to be like the most aggravating, grifting, you know, extreme end of the spectrum, right-wing kind of lady who knows if this character even believes it. She might just be saying it all for clicks, but also is just a horrible person. And at first I was like, am I supposed to follow this person through the whole movie? Which, yeah, but some really weird stuff happens. I mean, first you're just watching her make some really bad decisions with people who are supposedly friends and starting shit where she shouldn't, and she's just obnoxious and loud and very hateable, which makes some of the stuff later in the movie very enjoyable. I don't want to tell you too much because I don't want to spoil it, but eventually she makes some very bad decisions that ends up giving her a passenger in her car. And even though the movie's called Dashcam, it's really just her phone, so it's not just in the car, all over the place. And, you know, then they do some pretty fun and cool trickery with how they work with the found footage kind of situation and, you know, where they hide cuts and use the camera to make it feel like it's something that you just found off somebody's cell phone. And I really enjoyed it. If you like those kind of movies, if you're a mega fan of those kind of movies, you're going to have a good time with this. If you're a middle ground kind of fan, you may or may not have a good time with this. Especially, it depends on how grating you're going to find this character. If you don't like these found footage movies, you ain't going to like this at all. But yeah, so if you liked Host, definitely check out Dashcam. I don't know that it's theater worthy for my subjective opinion. I don't mind. I bought it. You can rent it for like $4. I bought it for $15. I don't feel bad about that. But again, I'm more happy to spend crazy money on movies. So it's at least worth the $4 rental if you're interested in it all. So that's my thoughts on Dashcam. All right. All right, so next I watched the original Top Gun for the first time in probably well over a decade, honestly. I mean, I remember the majority of the movie. I mostly remember the soundtrack, which I appreciate even more now. There was always parts of it I've always loved as a kid, but some of the bands like Cheap Trick I wasn't as into back then, and now I'm like, damn, they did that that end credit song that I love. And of course, that opening theme music that should really be your alarm wake-up music, you know, the get you real hyped and inspired. Now I watched the 4K. The 4K looked really good. This is an early Tony Scott film. I love Tony Scott. He's made a lot of my all-time favorite movies, including something like True Romance. And of course, young Tom Cruise in his heyday, his first heyday, who, my God, we'll get to that. So the thing is, I don't remember this movie being as sloppy as it is. Again, the aerial stuff, the dogfights, even though it's done all with visual effects and, you know, fakery, looks great and is engaging and crazy, and the characters are engaging and enjoyable, even with all their macho bravado. But then it's like you start to realize when you watch this movie, it's not very well put together, in the sense that, like, the love story in it is like, wait, what? You're in love? Like, you just met 3 minutes? Wait, oh, we're supposed to think you have a big love story here? Like, honestly, Maverick and Goose has a better love story in this movie than the actual love story. I mean, it works. There's charisma. The sex scene is beautiful, beautifully shot and everything. And especially with Take My Breath Away. I mean, come on. That was my jam back in the day. So, I mean, again, it was actually kind of confounding to me because it's incredibly enjoyable all the way through. It's not boring or aggravating or off-putting with the parts of it that aren't that well made. But when you really start to look at it with a more critical eye and know what Tony Scott and all them can do, it's like, wow, this is a really sloppy film outside of the action scenes. But again, that's what you go there for. The action scenes, the soundtracks, and that Tom Cruise charisma really make this thing soar. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the original. And the 4K looked really good. Whoa, yeah. All right, so this one, you may want to take away my horror fan card, but you know, sometimes I miss classics, and I need to go back and watch them. So to get ready for Crimes of the Future, I finally, for the first time, watched David Cronenberg's Videodrome. You're not mad? All right, cool. Okay, I loved it. It's not for everybody, but I love the weird, and like some of the body horror effects in this are phenomenal. There's a lot of great kind of twisty, mind-bendy, warpy turns in this. It's definitely a movie with a lot to unpack. I don't think I understood all of it just yet. I'm definitely going to watch it again and again. James Woods is really good in this. Deborah Harry, Blondie, is in this, and she's awesome, and you see her naked. So just in case you were looking for that. I did not know that. That was a nice little bonus on top of a wild, crazy, bizarre movie that I love and definitely has things to say, you know, especially about that, you know, things that very much came true. David Cronenberg is very much a predictor of the future at times. Just with the idea of like this television channel that is the channel trying to push the boundaries and give people what they want, give them the violence and the sex they want, and you know, they find this mysterious signal they're pirating, and then there's things with like videotapes being stuck in places and pulsating effects and TVs coming to life and making out with them. And yeah, man, if you haven't seen Videodrome and you're in the mood for something wild but also has something to say, and you know, again, this was like early 80s, so you know, but still, I think it's one of the classics, and it looks really good for what it is and holds together really well. And it's definitely one that I knew I would like once I finally watched it. And even my dad was like, "You haven't watched that?" Because that's more his jam. He likes the weird, the thought-provoking films, which is great. You know, like I always said, my mom was the popcorn films. My dad was the thought-provoking films. I got that nice blend of both. So, you know, I appreciate that from them. But yeah, it paced really well. I think it's like a tight 90 minutes. Cronenberg can be quiet, but he's never really dull. So I very much enjoyed the hell out of that. And again, just waiting to see how things unfold. And I think it's going to be one of those movies that's going to be even more interesting when you go back to watch it again, knowing where it goes. And then I think you'll probably peel more and more layers every single time you view it. That's my prediction. And I'm excited to check it out again at some point and see if that's true. So that's my general non-spoilery thoughts on Videodrome. All right, now let's get to the theater movies. Bob's Burgers, the movie was awesome. I can't say I'm like a super mega fan of the show. I love it. I enjoy the hell out of it, but I don't remember every single little character, every single little story beat, and all of that. But I'll watch it if it's on. I try to keep up with all the episodes. Love the characters, and Tina loves butts, so how can I not love Tina? But this was great. I mean, again, it's just a big, glorious episode, but it was a great one. It had a great plot, lots of good jokes, lots of familiar Bob's Burgers elements and tropes. It starts in a really good place. It ends in a really good place. The animation is gorgeous. Of course, they can do a little bit more with it, new locations, or at least new shots and previously known locations, and everything has shadows and more light play, and all that is really good. Lots of laugh out loud moments, plenty of giggles. I had a smile on my face the whole freaking time. It definitely made me want some burgers with eggs on them. You know, we get a lot more of the wharf, the carnival thing at the wharf, and a lot with like carnies and things like that. That's a whole lot of fun. The kids definitely get into their own little mischievous adventure, that, you know, and then it gets not horrific, not like actually scary, but it gets kind of dark in the end. The whole thing starts off at the very, very beginning, so it's not really a spoiler. This is literally how it starts. There was a murder all this time ago that becomes kind of the driving force mystery of this film, and you know, and then we're dealing with Bob trying to make rent and pay loans and all these kind of things, and like we see in the show a lot. But Teddy has some great stuff in here, and there's one moment with Bob and Teddy, you know, it's really, really sweet. So I kind of liked that too. And of course, Bob didn't notice, but so I enjoyed the hell out of that. Linda and her marketing was really, really fun. Louise, what she's dealing with, her character arc in this, I really appreciate. And I love how they ended up handling it. I think they kind of really nailed what needed to happen with that character arc. And then Tina gets a really, really awesome character arc too. I don't know if the family watching behind me was excited about the resolution of her story as I was, but that actually kind of made me do a little mini fist pump for her. I was like, oh my God. So that was really fun. And then I'm not going to give things away, but she has this whole like vision quest thing that, it kind of thing is not a vision quest, but a vision that's just really hilarious that plays throughout. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a post-credit scene that is really, really funny that plays into all that as well. So definitely check that out. You like Bob's Burgers, see the movie. Do you want to see it in the theater? You don't need to see it in the theater, but it's kind of fun to see it on that big screen. It just looks that much more beautiful. So that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, if you like Bob's Burgers, you're gonna love the movie. It's like it's a long, one of the best episodes kind of deal. So have a good time with that. All right, 2 movies. We're almost there. So now we're on to David Cronenberg's Crimes of the Future, and I don't want to spoil things for you, so I have to be very light in this. Now, this is absolutely not for everybody. I loved it. I really did. I think I comprehended about 85% of it. I've watched some videos now. I think I'm up to about 90% comprehension, and it's definitely, like with most Cronenbergs, it's going to be better and better the more you watch it, the more you peel away at the layers, the more you unpack it. I will say a lot of the crazier body horror elements are kind of in the trailer. There's not a lot more than what you get in the trailer, and even the trailer maybe misleads you on some of that. It's not as horrific as you think it's going to be, but there's definitely some messed up stuff here. I will tell you a basic bit about the premise, but I don't want to get too deep into it. It's definitely in the future. Most of humanity has lost its ability to feel pain, and people are growing new organs. That's about all I'm going to tell you. And then it gets into like artistry and where the line of the art and the artist collide with, you know, what it means to be alive. And then there's kind of almost this political intrigue, but in the Cronenberg sense, you know, various factions who want various things pulling on our main characters. There's twists and turns and manipulations. You're going to feel like some questions are probably unanswered, but they're not really. They are answered. I think they are there. There's some amazing world building in here to where I wouldn't mind seeing more stories in this world. But also I will give you the warning that it's very quiet, you know, very talky and quiet and methodically paced. I won't say slow, because, you know, I mean, it moved. I was never really bored. Now, the guy 3 seats down on the other side of me was practically falling over and sleeping in 3 seats, which I found to be disrespectful, but at least he wasn't snoring. But yeah, so again, you're gonna wanna make sure you're well rested and you're well alert to go watch this one, and you wanna pay attention to all the details. Particularly pay attention to names, because they don't really make that easy for you, and then there's a lot of people talking about this person and that person, and it's like, I was almost a little lost at times, because like, wait, what was that character's name? Who are they talking about? Are they talking about this person? Huh? But yeah, some awesome visuals. Ed Harris is amazing in this. Kristen Stewart is, again, fantastic in this. I probably, if I didn't know it was her, could have watched this movie and never known it was her, which is fantastic because she's, again, a very underrated actress for a lot of people. Not everybody. A lot of people have come to the light. But yeah, I just really enjoyed it. And I think this was another kind of tight 90-minute movie. Maybe it might have been an hour and 47, actually, now that I'm thinking. Yeah, I think this was an hour and 47. But I liked it. And it ends in a very interesting place. It could have gone on for another half an hour and given us even more story. But I do like where it ends. I think some people might feel like they want more out of it just because they have these ideas of, oh, these are story, like, I'm so curious about this, that, and the other. I'd like to see this story and that story. And hopefully they aren't using that as negatives, but I think some people are kind of using that as negatives. But I am very happy with it. I went in with very high expectations. It's not Videodrome. It's not that great. Also, apparently, he wrote this script back in like the 70s and didn't change a word for this. So again, Cronenberg, very much a predictor of the future because there are themes and elements in this that are very much prevalent today. So yeah, especially about a certain dietary thing. Also, it opens up pretty strong with a certain. I don't want to give it away, but yeah, it's not for everybody. It's a dark movie. It just, you got to have a dark mind. You got to be able to tolerate dark stuff to watch this movie. All right, one more. All right, and last but not least, we have Top Gun Maverick. I'm gonna stay very no spoiler here, but at the same time, I'm gonna say something that's kind of spoilery. It's not a specific. It's a general about the whole movie kind of thing. So I don't know if you're, I'll just say this, there's not a lot of surprises in this movie. So this isn't, I almost feel like this is something you might want to know going in. Because again, we're going into this because of the aerial combat, which is, as good as the original was, this is light years ahead. And I'm so glad I went to see it in IMAX because it is an experience with all the flight stuff, especially knowing that it is all real. I mean, the rockets and explosions are a lot probably CG, although you'd never know it. But all the people you're seeing in those jets, that is all real. And you could see it on their faces with the G-force and all that. And again, beautifully cut together, the pacing and everything. And another great soundtrack. A lot of familiar songs and some new songs that absolutely feel like they belong and would belong in the first movie just as well. That said, I heard a one-sentence review about this movie before I saw it. And after I see the movie, I have to just completely agree. Not that the original Top Gun was bad, but as we talked about, it's actually kind of sloppy. So basically, this movie says, what if Top Gun was good? And after seeing the movie, and here's where the general spoiler comes from, I'm going to have to say they're right, because honestly, this is definitely a sequel, but it's kind of very much a remake, too, because there is a lot of story similarity and beat similarity. I don't hate that about it. And this time it's done better, like the things flow and make more sense and all of that. So, I do appreciate it for that. And again, Tom Cruise just still has it. And he is the greatest movie star of my generation. I'm not saying he's the best movie star, like in acting and everything, but he is the greatest movie star, especially with this era of Tom Cruise, where his stunts are getting bigger and crazier, and he goes for that realism. And some of he did fly some of the stuff in here, maybe not the expensive jet fighters, but yeah, you can just see it. And like, there's parts where like you really see these actors getting the G's pushed, and Miles Teller is amazing in this. Again, everybody's great in it. I don't know that we get as many pilots expounded upon, but and Ed Harris is in here, and he's really good. It opens beautifully, but it's just very similar to the first one, just done better. And again, that's not a knock at Tony Scott, because Tony Scott ended up making some great movies, but just Top Gun was sloppy. But I mean, I'll even tell you this is the very beginning of the movie, and I appreciate this. I'm not saying it is a negative. It opens exactly the same as the original movie, to even like a music cue switch and stuff. I mean, minor detail differences to update it modern, but it's great. And I like that they started us off with that, and then it does go. And like I said, there are some differences. I'm not going to tell you about them here. There's definitely some different stuff near the end of the movie, and it is a slightly different perspective, because in the first movie, it's all about the up-and-coming cadets, the underdogs going up against the established pilots. And this one, you're kind of rooting for the instructor against the up-and-coming pilot. So, I mean, there's some turning it on its head and all that. But again, it's 2 hours, 11 minutes. You don't feel it. The pace is great. You're going to smile. You're going to have a good time. It's probably getting too late to see it in IMAX unless they re-release it. Or if you live in a city that has multiple IMAX screens, maybe, you know, you can still find it in there. But other than that, I definitely say if you want to see this movie at all, you're probably going to enjoy it. And definitely if you're going to see it on the biggest screen with the loudest sound system you can. And it's worth every penny. And I would totally watch another one. Actually, I would be excited for another one because then they would have to do something different with the story. So anyways, there you go. That's as best I could non-spoil Top Gun Maverick. And yeah, it's a great 6 movies. I like movies. I gotta watch more movies. I'm getting time to do that now. I gotta make movies too. That's happening. All right, so on that note, we'll get Mary in here. We'll do some stuff with her and we'll make a cocktail at some point in this video. And yeah, all right. See you in a second. Hey, Mary.
I
Welcome to Game Land. So, when we did Battletoads, Mary's using the, there's nothing around here I can't show, right? Okay. Xbox Series 1. Mary gets aggressive. Series X. Gets aggressive on the thumbstick. This rougher texture on the edge was bugging her thumb. She almost had a thing. You can take this from me.
All right.
You can tell her. You can tell her.
It's just where I have the mentality of if I push the stick harder, they will go faster. I know that's not how it works, but tell it to my thumb and my brain in the heat of battle.
Right. So, I don't know if these are going to help. They might make it better. They might make it worse. But I ran to Best Buy. We got her these. So these are just different heights. And again, they have a grippy texture inside the stick, but the outsides, I can't really show you that well, look rather smooth. And this is because it's purple, even though it has an elevated thing. So, and maybe you don't need them on both. I don't know if it's just that thumb or what, or whatever you want to try.
It's mostly the
L stick?
Yeah, because that's, well.
Okay.
Which was the direction?
L stick, left.
It is
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah. What is the R stick used for in this game?
In this game? Nothing.
Anything?
I don't think
Okay.
it's really used for anything.
That's
Probably why, yeah. So I assume you would start with the purple. Yeah,
Yeah,
and sorry, I just got my fan running because I'm digesting my cheeky nuggies.
Okay, let's see how to open this.
However you want, I don't care about the packaging.
I've discovered that the easier way to open up these type of clamshell things is to peel the cardboard
Around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got scissors over there
Yes.
too, I just
Well-
realized. All right, yeah,
These
good timing, Eric.
They just pop out like that usually,
Nice.
rather than trying to cut through them with scissors, which is a pain in the ass.
I thought it'd be kind of cool if the purple one works, since Mary loves purple, even though it's a little bit maybe a lighter. It's more of a lavender.
Lavender's not bad.
I don't really know how these work, so I guess they
think
just
they
pop
just-
right over.
it looks like-
I would probably hold on to the stick if you can a little bit, so you're not pushing against it. Yeah.
I can't have.
Sorry.
Oh, I can't have my own fingers in the way.
No. I mean, I can give it a go too if you want at some point.
Here, you break your own controller.
That's smart. That's smart.
Which
Okay.
this way.
Yeah. So let's see what we can do here. There's probably instructions about how to do this. Oh, you know what? It just, whoops. Knock the other one off. There we go. It just takes a little smushing. I got you.
And
I wonder how you'll feel about that.
this is not.
You're not even looking at what you're filming, so.
No, oh, sorry. I was trying to read the thing where it says, oh, this is, and the low one is supposed to be for the left, and the other one's supposed to be for the right.
Yeah, apparently it because it does things where it like makes you move faster or whatever. I don't know. We aren't buying them for that reason. So I just want to
What's
see
FPS?
first person shooter.
Okay.
And K to D, if you're seeing, because it says something about increase your K to D, your kill to death ratio. I think it says that on the
okay.
top, on the front, actually.
Alright.
But mostly I'm curious how you think that feels. And we, you know, if we got to pause in the middle of the game because you hate it, we can always take it off.
It does feel a little weird. But it doesn't feel as rough. And this is mostly how I.
Oh, well, that's part of the problem, because you do know, like, you're actually supposed to have your thumb in there, right?
I know, but it's just my hands are just drawn to being on the edges.
Okay. Okay.
It's just that
To each their own. I just.
it feels uncomfortable.
I don't know. Fine
It's
for me.
like-
That's how I play, right? Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I just have. My hands are tighter or something. I don't know.
All right. we'll try some Battletoads and we'll see what we get. And, you know, we can futz around with it there.
Yeah.
And we always get other ones we can try. I might try them. I don't know that I like that texture myself, but we'll see. And we can always try for an Elite controller too, because I kind of want one of those, but it'd be weird that she gets one before I do. All right.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm vlogging.
Hi.
Hi, wedding update. We showed you the spreadsheet last time. Mary spent time with her mom, and they put in all the family side on her end, and actually got addresses and emails and, oh! He jumped on her head, man. I don't think he meant to, but,
About that.
maybe he did mean to. Oh yeah, he's ready. She's not. Aaron, your brother wants to play. All right, so she's done a big chunk of work. I need to do a big chunk of work. I thought I would have gotten to it, but before the weekend is over, we will have the guest list figured out, and by the 17th, we will have those reservations out. That is, we have to. We have no choice. Can't get those reservations out less than 3 months out of time.
Yeah.
Still haven't heard from Jeremy about finalizing the menu either, but granted, I'm not pressuring him because we're still on our end, but I'll start pressuring him in a couple of days because it's like, yeah, we need to know.
Actually, I would go ahead and send him a message.
I was just going to say, it's like, we want to get the reservations out by the 17th. So yeah, remind me to do that here in a minute.
Okay.
Be like, so we need to finalize that menu, or at least to the point of giving our guests their choices when they RSVP.
Oh, that was a weak ass burp.
Or was it hot?
That's me forcing one.
Or was that hot sauce, chicky nuggy hot sauce? And we're done with Heard on Thursday for the month, which is nice.
My poor thumbs.
Let's just say, just sure, why not? Update. How did the left stick thing work out? We can't really tell because she doesn't have a base.
Okay, so my left thumb doesn't hurt as bad as it did last night. However, there are 2 asterisks next to that. The first one being my thumb wasn't completely recuperated from last night. Secondly, we spent a good chunk of the game using my right thumb.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now my right thumb is tired.
Yeah.
But my left thumb is not in pain, so maybe?
Well, maybe the next time it'll be your big toe. All right, we got a few more segments here. Mary and I need to go watch Miss Marvel, but I have a vinyl unboxing to finally do. At some point, I'll make a cocktail. Still haven't decided what, and I need to talk to you about games, I think.
You did all the movie talk?
Yeah, I already did all that.
Did I watch any movies?
No.
No? I guess not.
We watched a bunch of TV, and those reviews, like Stranger Things and all that, Stranger Things and Obi-Wan, and now Miss Marvel, those are on the $1.99 membership tier on YouTube if you're looking to hear all our thoughts about those. Those videos run anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes per episode if you are curious. So, there's so much TV. We're so far behind. So much TV. So much TV. Oh my God. Kim and a few others are going to lose. Vinyl. Like I said, I'm just trying to get my wine over there. Trying to finish this so I can make a cocktail. Although that's enough wine for Miss Mar. Let's just do it. All right. Vinyl subscription. No idea. I haven't listened to the last couple months worth, but I'll get to them. So we just do the quickie version of the unboxing. Whee! They still owe me like 2 months worth. They have been catching up.
Have they?
A little bit, yeah. They used to owe me like 4 months worth.
Oh.
So let's see what we got. I'm not gonna know what a lot of this is, so usually.
It's shiny.
It is. And is it B 2020? Brion.
Okay.
And it is called 2020. Or Brion Star. Okay. Very shiny, like she said.
It's very shiny.
Reflective and cool. I like this cover art, which I have in here.
Try and get where you can actually see the 2020 emblazoned in here.
Well, I wish I had known, because I already pulled up the next record.
All
Vixen, Fox Bodies.
That's a wood print.
What does the fox say? Made in Canada. Fox Bodies is the band, maybe, and Vixen's the album name, I guess. All right, I did see my card. We'll read what this is, and we have a vinyl exclusive, Baby Blue Ghostly Revival's Damned Soul. Smart punk record, so at least it's gonna be punk. Boring cover art. Okay. I do not know any of these. Let's see what the note says. So we have a Fancy Pants.
I've seen that one.
I do too, yeah. And then we got this. This is going to be Sam. Sam's usually pretty good if I remember. So, this month I'm sending you Fox Bodies with their sophomore release, Vixen. They draw from 90s Riot Girl influences and the snarling energy of Karen O. Okay, that sounds fucking awesome. I love some Riot Girl stuff. I got a soft spot for Riot Girls. Next, Damn Soul by alt rockers Rivals, who channel MCR, okay, and Paramore, okay, at their finest in this 2018 release. That sounds awesome. My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
Yeah. Finally, a larger-than-life album from Brian Starr with 2020. It's a record reminiscent of artists like David Bowie and Elton John.
Interesting.
Enjoy, Sam. Okay, this
Now, is he in relation to Ringo Starr? Is Ringo Starr spelled last name with 2 R's? I'm serious.
Yeah, oh yeah, but I mean, okay. I thought you were making a bad joke.
Well, no, I know. It could be. You could. What?
Echo, you've asked a question. Is Brian Starr related to Ringo Starr?
Here's something I found on the web. According to AARP.org, Ringo is a distant relative.
Of who? I guess he's a distant relative then. I was gonna say don't film that because you might end up with copyright stuff over there.
Oh, okay.
So, but okay. Anyways, that is VNYL. All right, we're gonna make a margarita, a slightly different margarita than I've made before. Why not? Let's try a different one. It doesn't say this recipe is random on the internet. Doesn't say what kind of tequila, so I'm gonna use the Reposado. We have the lime juice. I just squeezed the lime, Cointreau, and agave syrup. This is what my place had. There might be better, there might be worse. Please tell me. And crap. Luckily, I still have it up. Okay, so we're gonna use a rocks glass. We're gonna have their recipe because it's for 2, and then we're gonna salt it. We'll pour in that. Okay. All right. So first on this one, we want to salt. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we want to salt the glass first. So I got me an extra little lime wedge. I had to open a whole lime just to get a little wedge for salting because I didn't quite have a. Crap, that's a little much.
Oh. Well, if I thought so from such a tiny little wedge.
Well, I got a big drip around the edge, which I was trying to avoid, and then I should have. Oh, Christ! Should have had the salt open. Oh yeah, I really need to refill my salt here. Anyways, I'm pushing that out so I can kind of get it. I like them salty. There we go. So we can let that sit. Put that out of the way for the moment. Put some ice in here. This is filled part way. Oh, I didn't know part way was an official measurement.
Well, we've known that if you put too much ice in it, it's hard to drain.
That's true. So, I don't know, 7 or 8 cubes. Sure. All right. So it says 4 ounces of tequila. We're actually gonna go 2, obviously, because we are having the recipe.
You're actually having something?
Well, I'm not making 2 of them. I'm honestly making this one specifically for the video. Otherwise, I probably just wouldn't even make a cocktail tonight. Whoops, that's a little heavy.
Was that a genuine oops?
Yeah, it was a genuine oops. All right, 2 ounces of Cointreau, so we actually want 1 ounce. It wasn't terribly heavy, but it was a little bit heavy. I splashed a little more. There we go. All right. 2 ounces of fresh lime juice, so we need 1. So that's, it was about a whole lime to get 1 ounce. Hopefully, I knew it was a little bit shy. This will be a little more tequila, a little less limey. I was gonna say I could squeeze that little, get that extra little bit of a squeeze out of here. That probably.
That's a very juicy lime.
That is a juicy lime. Shit, I should have juiced that one. And then we need half an ounce of agave syrup, so we actually need a quarter, so not a lot. It's like the lowest measurement I have in
It's a
here.
little sweetness here.
Oops, just a touch more. There we go.
So, how viscous is that?
It's not as viscous as I thought. You want to catch it so you can kind of see? It's pretty liquidy. I mean, you know, it's got a little bit of a syrupy viscous. It's pretty light on the viscosity scale. All right.
Shake, shake, shake.
Just kidding, I'm not doing that. Getting all Tom Cruise in here. All right, so we're gonna fill the glass pretty good.
I feel like if you were ever wanting to get into that flare barking, we start outside.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do not start inside. Oh, shaking my glass and losing a bunch of salt. That sucks. Too much. I'm gonna get rid of 1. 2 ice cubes. We can always add a little more if we need. Oh, looks like I did leak out a little bit on my shake. Damn. All right.
Oh yeah, I see at least 3 different places.
And that is a very not green margarita, but that's okay.
I feel like the greener margaritas that's just more of a dye and whatever mix they're using to make it prettier.
Could be.
It's very common for margaritas to be that color.
Smells like a margarita. Go with the light salt part, see what we get. Whew. That's pretty damn good. Well, hold on.
Alright.
I'm gonna let you try.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, the sweetness from the agave, the lime juice.
That was the pantry door.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, just load it up here. Okay, let me grab this and let you give it a taste. Are you coming over here for it?
Yeah. And then try to reach across all this crap. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. I might have to keep that recipe. Oh, he's got the string and the zoomies. Oh, it's charging, isn't it? Crap. Could have shown him the snake. The cat's got a new toy. Anyways, there you go. That is your cocktail for this time. It's pretty good. We're gonna go figure out what Jack has. I will be back with more. Drink up. Hi. Woo! You took a swipe at you. You want to see the kitty's new toy?
This is from Aunt Kathy.
Yeah. You know, DM Jack.
This is called Sneaky Snake. But it does have sensors that, like, if it sees a wall coming, it'll move.
Kind of. It likes getting on rugs. And of course, they know they're on camera, so they're like, no, we're not going to play with it right now. See if it's interested. Yeah, they know they're on camera, because usually they're a lot more active with this thing.
There it goes.
Doesn't work because it got in Aaron's way. Here we go. Get it, Jack.
The thing is, it's gotten under the couch. I had to wait, and it was like, couldn't figure out how to get out of the couch. I had to wait till it came around where I could grab it. I was gonna finally go down the stairs. It hasn't managed to do that yet.
This may be the time.
Jack's,
Whoop.
it
Hold
does
on.
show off after a little while.
It does. Jack, what about the snake? Jack. Bop it. Bop it, Jack. They're not going to do any of it because we're filming them. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, it almost went. There it goes.
There goes.
Snake down. And now it's upside down.
Yeah, he might pull it back over just to pull it downstairs.
Yep. Anyways, fun. It's a lot cuter than what they've done on camera. Oh my god, they just cued it. They stopped. They know, I'm telling you. What? What?
What's it doing? I can't see.
His head's kind of just hung up.
Oh, it's
Okay.
yeah. The drive wheels are over this side, so
Yeah.
it can't go anywhere.
All right.
Drop
Anyways,
it and help it.
that's the cat toy. All right, it's basically midnight. I'll do a little brief game talk, then I'll wrap this up. Margarita's pretty good. Ice has watered it down a little bit, though. Anyways, game talk. I guess I'm keeping up with all my dailies, getting my points. I'm getting excited for the quartering, the quarry. So this is from the people that made Until Dawn. Comes out Friday. Very excited about it. Apparently the multiplayer doesn't drop till July, but that's fine. I'll do a single run through. Probably gonna get the deluxe edition. It's my plan. Play it for myself, I guess, and then maybe we could do a multiplayer for the future. That might be what I do. We'll see. I still never played Evil Dead. I really need to give that a crack. Maybe I'll give that a crack tonight, except I have way too much editing to do. But if I get everything done tonight and scheduling, all that, then tomorrow I don't have to do anything. It'll be just Jurassic's World, which I'm not looking forward to. I was worried about it. Early reviews are all signs point to Eric was right to be worried. Maybe I will have my expectations so low that it'll actually be pretty cool. We'll see. Might get a cool dinner though, because it's not till 7:35, so that helps. We'll talk about that movie next week. But I gotta do this. So what are the games? The itch has come back to me now that I'm past Obi-Wan. Like, that just turned me off to playing other games for fun. But now that I'm back, I want to get back into some of my games. There's a lot of stuff on Game Pass I want to try. I really want to play some PlayStation stuff. I guess we're just a few days. June 13th is when the new PlayStation stuff, the Game Pass equivalent, which I don't think is going to be nearly that good, happens. So that'll be kind of interesting. I do have some PS Now stuff I'd still like to do. I want to play the original God of Wars. I think we talked about that last week, and I just haven't had time. But kind of excited about that. Limited Run Games is about to kill me. They're dropping some really cool stuff. You know that, I know it's LJN and it's not a great game, but they have some killer. They're releasing Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure video game, the original NES one, on Switch and PS4 and PS5. Totally buying that. They even have a skate deck. And then I was just looking into the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, or Shredder, whatever the Shredders thing is, not the collection of the original games, but they're the physical distributors of that, and they have like a $200 collector's edition coming. That is amazing. But I'm like, $200. There was a time I wouldn't even hesitated, but now I have a house and a life and a wife and a wedding, and but I think I might need that. I might need that. And I'm about to miss out on the Contra collection. I have the original Contra ones, the Contra collection they put out, but this is like the games after all of that, and I kind of want that. At least just maybe not a collector's edition of that, but so yeah, I am ready to get back to playing some games. So hopefully by next week I will have played some stuff and have something to talk more about. But it's really just been, collecting my WWE stuff, collecting rewards points, turning on games. I'm back to rendering some stuff in my... that's interesting too, how the visuals on that. It's fine. It works. I'm just a little concerned. Really? You did that on that before? Anyways, I'm rendering these Stranger Things reviews. For those that are memberships, sorry I missed today, but I just did not have this stuff ready, and there's no reason to put it out at midnight. So we'll get back on that. We did just watch Kamala Khan. That review's coming up. Is it Wednesday yet? We'll probably do Obi-Wan for Mary, episode 4, tomorrow after the Jurassic's World. And then I should have Joe Bob Day. This is not video games. What am I talking about? I want to get back to Far Cry 6. Hell, there's a whole Stranger Things Far Cry 6 thing you can go do or something. That sounds amazing. I really want to play that. So many good games and so little time to play them. But we'll get there. But really, I really want to get on the music. I need to get on the music. I'm planning something special for the Joe Bob's Jamboree. Games. I got nothing else. Let's move to the wrap up. honestly, I just want to get this vlog done. It's run longer than I thought it would be. So thank you everybody for joining me. I'm sure there's a lot more I'd like to tell you. Maybe I'll tell you next week. Reminds me I need to charge my Xbox controller in here. But yeah, so thank you everybody. I appreciate you. I hope you still appreciate these. I hope you're enjoying the time codes. You got suggestions for things for me to cook or cocktails to try or whatever, I will try to get to them eventually. Don't forget to always, recommend trailers. I'm keeping lists of doing that. And look out for that Ship to Shore commercial. Definitely on Facebook and Instagram. I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to talk to him about, like, was it on Twitter? Can I put it out? Can I put the widescreen version out? Like, I don't know. It's loosey-goosey. It'll be around for a long time. I'm very excited about that. It's really fun. 60 seconds, but it was a blast to make. And, yeah, all right, so comment, let me know. Click the thumbs up button, give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. And I did wear this Joe Bob shirt in case I got my license renewed with a new photo. So the last drive-in logo would be in it for all eternity, but, well, for many, many years. Check out my music anywhere you listen to music. High energy, 90s style pop punk. It may be your thing, it may not be your thing, but it is out there. Look up TheEricButts. More coming. And check out TheEricButts.com or TheEricButts.com, my very out-of-date website for other music and more filmmaking stuff. More of that coming too. I definitely have plans there. And of course, more links and descriptions and way to support the channel with the links in the description below. So click that see more button to see more butts. I did a pretty good job getting married to bed on a reasonable time for a night she has to go in the office in the morning, until we remembered that she still wanted to shower tonight. Whoops. That's not all my fault, but I'll take some responsibility. And again, in case you don't know, she wants me to help her try to do that. And she's too nice. She will just let me keep being like, let's do this, let's do that. Granted, I thought we'd get a lot of that done earlier. I have been working, other than sitting down for Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, I have been working, going, like getting up, getting cleaned up, trying to get a license, blah, 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 doing stuff. I've been going nonstop for almost 12 hours, about an hour shy of that. Actually, about half an hour shy of that. So I'm packing it in, and I still got to edit. So I'm going to do that. I'll see y'all later. I love you. Thank you for everything. We'll see you all in a week. Bye.